Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and in this video, just like the title says, we want to cover the dividends received for January 2022. So let's jump right into the video and cover all the dividends that we got this month. And before we get started, guys, I wanted to remind you that in this particular portfolio, we do utilize what is often referred to as DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plan, where we allow the dividends to reinvest into the portfolio and they buy back shares of whatever company pays out the dividends. So the first up would be Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, for example. The $14.62 that they paid will go back into buying shares of Brookfield Infrastructure Partners. In this case, it'd be fractional shares. Obviously, BIP is more than $14.62 per share. So whatever that fractional share is of that company. And for those of you who don't know, Brookfield Infrastructure Partners is basically a limited partnership that owns and operates critical infrastructure, global infrastructure. They basically buy, facilitate movement of storage, energy, water, freight, passengers, data. So they purchase, own, and operate infrastructure. Next up is Huntington Banks shares, ticker HBAN. That's a bank out of the financial sector. $4.35 was paid out. On the 7th, Friday the 7th, Merck, a pharmaceutical company, paid out $11.17. Merck, ticker MRK. Next up, we have Main Street Capital, ticker MAIN. They paid out $3.90, and Maine is basically, they're out of Houston. They loan money out, loan capital to other companies. I think it's $10 to $150 million range. Companies around that size, they're looking for financing options, can turn to Maine, and that's what they provide. And I think in some cases they may just charge interest. In other cases they may take a stake in the company itself. Next up, Leggett & Platt, ticker LEG, out of the consumer discretionary sector, $16.90. GSK, ticker GSK is GlaxoSmithKline. They are out of the pharmaceutical sector, and $6.20 was paid out by them. We had Realty Income next up on Friday, the 14th, ticker O. They paid $5.98. We jump over to the 18th, DTM, which is actually a spinoff of DTE, which is right below it. And I believe DTE, when they spun them off, what they did was they took the portion of the company that provides or transports the gas, natural gas and oil in some cases, and the pipelines associated with, and they spun that off and made its own company, and DTE remains the provider of the gas and oil, whereas the DTM would be the actual supply lines. So DTM is a utility. It paid out $3.04. Similarly, DTE, which was the parent company of DTM, paid $10.77, also in the utility sector. Store Capital, ticker STOR, paid out $14.88. Store is in the REIT and real estate sector. Similarly, Stag Industrial, ticker STAG, they paid out $2.21. They are in the REIT and real estate sector. Then you had on the 26th, Cisco Systems, ticker CSCO, paid out $5.23. They are out of the financial sector. And then Cisco, ticker SYY, they are they paid $8.53, and they are a consumer staple. They deliver food. Basically, they're a distributor of food. So basically, they would take your products to a grocery store or something like that. And then last on the list is our last monthly paying REIT, Good, ticker GOOD. That's Gladstone, Gladstone Commercial, and they paid out $4.88. So as you can see, the total was $112.73 for the month of January. So it started out the month pretty well. Here I'll keep a monthly track of the dividends paid. So again, $112.73 paid out for January. What I might do as well is I'll probably go back and pull all the totals, maybe put together a bar chart or something to show 2021's payout and then compare it to 2022 so you can see the growth, the snowball effect, some people like to call it. Really, it's just the compound interest effect. It's the compound interest from the dividends paid from the shares already purchased, the money being put into the account every month by me to purchase additional shares, and then that will continue to grow over time, as well as the appreciation of the shares, which isn't as big a focus for us, or for me, at least in this portfolio. Obviously, we want our stocks to go up in price, but we don't want to ever have to sell our stocks. So really the appreciation is the bonus, but the main focus is the dividend growth and the dividend payments, that passive income created by those dividend payments. And then I did make one final purchase on January 31st. I put $385.09 to work. I bought 8 more shares of Intel at $48.14 per share. I just that's, in my opinion, anything under $50 for Intel is a steal. I think it's a great company, a lot of cash flow. It is in the, and Intel is ticker INTC. It is in the financial sector. It pays around 2.5 or 2.6% dividend yield. So nice payer for the financial sector. Not a lot pay, over 2%, let alone in the 2.5 to 2.6 range. So I did pick up 8 more shares as it dipped back below that $50 range. That was my last purchase for January. Like I said, I just want to snuck one more in there on Monday. And if you guys like this content, if you like dividend stocks or into dividend investing or stocks in general, if you could take a moment to give this video a like, share the content with anyone you think might appreciate the content. Give me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the companies that paid out this month. Do you own any of them? What do you think about Intel? Have you picked up any shares of Intel? Are you adding to your positions? Are you holding steady? Are you waiting for more dips? Do you think everything's going to continue to go down? I tend to believe that some of these have already seen the correction, and there's still some areas that are still overvalued. And if we see continued downward trends, it'll be in those areas. The Microsofts, the Apples, those type of companies that I still feel are pretty overvalued and still have some way to go. And then lastly, we can do a quick portfolio rundown, portfolio update. As you can see, currently, as of the recording of this video, which is Wednesday, February 2nd, and total value of the portfolio is $80,423.11. The dividend yield is sitting at 4.356 for my portfolio, and the annual dividend income is up to $3,503.27. And like I said, that is the main focus of this portfolio, that passive income in the form of dividends that will continue to grow in a few different ways. A lot of companies continue to increase their dividends over time, and then I also continue to buy more shares, which increases the dividends over time, and like we talked about, the dividend reinvestments. So the dividends produced from the portfolio will help to increase that dividend income as well. Quick run through the sector weights before we wrap this up. You'll see communications sector is at 9.7%. Consumer discretionary is at 2.48%. Still watching a few in that area. Whirlpool is one I'm really watching. I'd love for it to pull back just a little bit more so I could pick that up. Foot Locker is one I always am hesitant to buy because it's tied to a lot of, they are doing more online sales. I was doing some more research on them, so they are doing more online sales, but they're tied to a lot of malls. And malls just, when I was a kid, it was a big thing, but anymore it's not that big of a deal, and they are kind of going by the wayside. So I'm real hesitant on there. And the other one that I'm really leaning towards is actually Best Buy and then Target. But again, Target is one that is a little overpriced, and I'd love to get Lowe's or Home Depot. If Lowe's would drop back below 200, I'd jump on it. But again, I feel like there's still a little bit of overvaluation on some of these, so I'm going to continue to wait for a pullback in the consumer discretionary. If we continue to have a downturn or even hit a recession, that probably will be an area I will look heavily, because those areas tend to get hit during pullbacks. Let's get back to the sector weight review. Consumer staples is at 11.96%. Energy at 11.84%. Financials 8.82%. Healthcare is at 12.54%. Industrials crept up a little bit, 11.19%. Technology is at 8.49%. Materials at 6.45, utilities at 6.42, and REITs and real estates, which we had some utilities and a lot of REIT and real estate in this month's payouts, is up to 10.74. I still have not dipped into the ETFs. I am looking at some foreign emerging market ETFs. Again, I just don't know enough about the foreign markets and foreign stocks to, besides some GSK, GlaxoSmithKline is actually a European pharmaceutical company, but they sell a lot of products here, like Aquafresh toothpaste here in the States, so I'm familiar with them. But some other companies I'm not as familiar with, Tencent, Neo, some of the other foreign companies, China stocks that people are looking at. I just don't know enough about them. And with that said, guys, this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Hope you liked the video. Like I said, if you take a moment to share, to like, hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment down below, and if you haven't done so, consider subscribing. It's snowing here in Michigan right now. I'd have a more up-to-date picture. I think I had one the other day that had some snow. It rained here the last couple of days and then washed all the snow away, and now we're supposed to get 10 to 15 inches, so not a good day for pictures. But here's one I took about a week and a half ago as the lake froze over. Woke up one morning for work, so this one makes me feel a little better without all the snow on the ground, so I threw it back up. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. You guys take care. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.